and this is my recommendation report. For my recommendation report, I have decided to talk about the crime rate in Albuquerque. I personally was born and raised in Albuquerque, and I love the city more than any other city because of how many memories I have and how fun it was to grow up in such a diverse environment. Although one of the biggest issues that I have seen while growing up and that I still currently see is that the crime rates in Albuquerque are very high, and unfortunately, they keep getting higher. Within the last 3 years, crime rates have decreased in Albuquerque, but not enough to take us off of the list of the top 10 most dangerous cities in America. In the picture on the right, you can see that we are currently number 8 in the top 10 most dangerous cities in America. You can also see the top 10 most safest cities. I personally do not like being on this list because Albuquerque can be seen as a beautiful and enriching environment which has a lot to offer to tourists and anybody who wants to come and live here. I've loved growing up here, but the only issue that I see that needs to be fixed as soon as possible is the crime rates. When I conducted my research for this report, and I found a list of the top 10 most dangerous cities, the first city on that list is St. Louis, which is in Missouri. And the 10th most dangerous city is Oakland, which is in California. Studies have shown that the top 10 most dangerous cities in America have a violent crime 3.8 times higher than the national average. And there is also around 4.49 people per 1,000 people of the national violent crime rate. I think that this is one of the most important issues that we need to talk about and fix because nobody wants to live in a city that is on the top 10 most dangerous list, and I love how amazing this city can be and how many different opportunities it has offered myself and my family. But if we work towards lowering our crime rate, we have a bigger opportunity to show the world what we are capable of and how we can make our city a better place. I've included the average police response time in Albuquerque, which was almost 13 minutes in 2018, whereas in San Francisco, California, it's a little over 5 minutes. Our police response time is almost 3 times longer than the police response time in San Francisco, California. I think that this is extremely horrifying to look at because San Francisco has more people than Albuquerque does, and yet it takes us almost 3 times as longer to get to our citizens than it does for San Francisco to get to their citizens. The solutions I have thought of is to work towards hiring more cops and to offer test runs in order to see why our response time is so high. I also think that we should work towards lowering that response time and making sure that there are enough people on the scene and enough people available for that person's call. I think that it's ridiculous that it is almost 3 times higher than California's response time, and calls that are normally getting this almost 13-minute response time are the most dangerous ones, which mean life or death situations. One of the biggest things that would make me feel safer on the streets, in my neighborhood, or on campus would be to put up more streetlights to make sure that they are still working. Statistics have shown that putting more lighted areas can help prevent crimes from happening. I would also like to discuss the emergency poles that I've seen on UNM's campus. These poles automatically call 911 or any security guard that is on campus while making a loud noise which can deter people from committing crimes. Finally, I would like to discuss enforcing a neighborhood watch in many more communities because I think that people should be looking out for their neighbors and it gives cops more time to respond to the crime that is happening. I think that if we work together and put the solutions in place, we can make Albuquerque a more safe city. We can work towards getting onto the safe city list rather than being on the most dangerous city list.